Hello everyone, tonight on our program, prices of food items push in February inflation to 15.7%, the highest since this government assumed office in 2017.
Inflation has regained its dominance over non-food inflation from both a month-on-month perspective and a year-on-year perspective. From a year-on-year perspective, it has regained its dominance by 2.9 percentage points, and on a month-on-month basis, it has regained its dominance by 1.5 percentage points.
Economist Professor Peter Quartey proposes huge investments in agric as one of the ways government can slow down the rate of inflation, especially in the wake of the Russia-Ukraine war.
Yes, provide fertilizers or inputs, but they also look at the credits, the storage, and so on and so forth.
Also tonight, we'll explore the long-term implications for our economy if the war in Ukraine persists.
What that means is that as it is now, we are exposed to a heavy external risk that could actually push oil prices, maybe sustain the increase up to some point.
Thanks for being with us. My name is Darryl Kwao. Details in a moment. Tonight, inflation shot up to 15.7% in February as a result of significant jump in food prices. Food inflation regained its dominance, recording 17.4% year-on-year, as against 14.5% by non-food inflation. This is, however, the first time the rate has shot up significantly since this government assumed office in 2017. More from a briefing by government statistician Professor Samuel Kobneni.
Russia-Ukraine war has started hitting hard on economies, and Ghana is not exempted as it receives some supplies from the two countries. The inflation rate of 15.7% recorded in the month of February is the highest since October 2016, which stood at 15.77%. Although food inflation is the major factor for the February figure, non-food inflation also recorded a jump.
This indicates that prices of goods and services over the one-year period have gone up by 15.7%. On a month-on-month basis, that is between January 2022 and February 2022, prices of goods and services went up by 2.4% relative to 2.1% that was recorded between December 2021 and January 2022. Food inflation has regained its dominance over non-food inflation from both a month-on-month perspective and a year-on-year perspective. From a year-on-year perspective, it has regained its dominance in water, electricity and gas, transport, and food and non-alcoholic beverages are the 3 divisions out of the 13 divisions that did record inflation figures higher than the national average of 15.7%.
According to the government statistician, multiple policy dimensions can be adopted to halt the rate at which inflation is growing. The rate recorded in the Greater Accra region, which stood at 19.5%, makes it the region with the highest cost of living among the 16 regions of the country.
Greater Accra records the highest rate of inflation for February 2022, specifically 19.5%, and Western region recorded the lowest, 11.6%. The divisions contributing to inflation vary across the region, specifically the country.
The Western region, however, has overtaken the Eastern region to record the lowest inflation rate.
Well, the high food inflation has been triggered in part by the Russia-Ukraine war, affecting prices of fertilizer and the cost of wheat and corn, for instance. Director of the Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research, Professor Peter Quartey, says government must increase its investments in the agric sector to lessen our reliance on imports. Here are his thoughts on that and other measures government can take.
In terms of investing more in commercial, large-scale commercial agriculture, supporting the value chain, possibly do it in a much more coherent and consistent manner. So that's one way to go. I think the BDCs should also be engaged. The government has to engage the BDCs to look at their margins. If some of the margins can be moderated, we could do that. But we are not in normal times, and therefore we don't expect any firm or business to reap any supernormal profit. Yes, we are very much right. The rate of depreciation last year was around 4.6, less than 5%. This year, in the first quarter alone, we are seeing a depreciation of over 14%. That is very huge and significant. However, we also ought to, as Ghanaians, should be circumspect. I think there is too much speculation happening. Every now and then, there is that agitation about exchange rate depreciation, and so people are hoarding the dollar. Those who have CDs are converting into foreign currency as a store of value. So we all have to play our part in ensuring that we don't fuel the speculation too much. Again, government revenue is critical. If government is not able to rake in the needed revenue to finance its expenditure, it will resort to borrowing again with high interest rates. And once we have huge fiscal deficits, the economy will not be able to withstand some of these shocks.
So what would be the long-term implication for our economy if the Russia-Ukraine war persists? That's the question.
Now, so take out Russia's supply from the market, which seems to be the way the global leaders are going, as a way of sanction to respond to what Russia is doing in Ukraine, when we are importers of refined oil. And then so we are directly exposed to the price changes on the market. And with sanctions and then Russia withdrawing their supplies on the global market, what happens is a supply shock. And I do not think we have enough strategic talks with the BDC or the BOST and all the others to be able to withstand any setbacks. I know there are peace talks underway. I know some other global leaders are playing a role to try to bring it to an end. Hopefully that ends soon, but I do not see the sanctions going away immediately. What that means is that as it is now, we are exposed to a heavy external risk that could actually push oil prices, maybe sustain the increase up to some point. It might correct ultimately, but it won't be sharp. We can't be talking about the $67, $70 per barrel anytime soon, really. Which means that export prices will remain high for a while. And oil import is one of the biggest things on, I think, import bill. I look at last year, 2021, and the oil import alone is about $1 billion in our total import. And so with the prices surging, you could talk of even more. And so it has even implications for the exchange rate. Which is why we are seeing the inflation rate where they are, and it might even continue for maybe the next 3-4 months in this kind of trajectory. Hopefully not a 1 point something jump in a month. But the trend might continue, and we need to, as a nation, begin to look at things differently, like Prof said. Yes, we are not in normal times, but the solutions to some of these things, reducing vulnerability to some of these external shocks, it's not in a day or two. So calm heads must prevail. We must put
innovation and plans to upscale Obi Productions here in Ghana. That's on the job. Well, we have some time to bring you more news. Rapid Wash, a member of the Type group of companies, is expected to change the face of laundry business after launching Ghana's first mobile self-service laundry. The service currently being piloted will see customers accessing fast and convenient service at a much cheaper cost. Chief Executive Officer of Rapid Wash, Kobi Asma, disclosed this after launching the service with Vivo Energy at the Tema Community 18 Shell Station. Correspondent Kwame Anka has more in this report.
Revolution is the biggest self-service laundry operator in Europe, with more than 5,000 installations around the world. In Ghana, Rapid Wash is the accredited operator of Revolution laundry equipment, which is fully integrated with high-capacity washers, dryer, and a complete payment terminal. The self-service laundry is designed to respond to the needs of the working class who have little to no time to do their own laundry, yet find conventional laundry very costly. For Rapid Wash, the service also brings relief to large families apart from schools, hostels, factories, hospitals, and apartments which would have dedicated installation at their premises. Chief Executive of Rapid Wash, Kobi Asma, says the company is piloting the service and will be extended to other parts of the country.
We are very sure that it's going to succeed if we are very successful. We know that 6 months we'll roll out another 5. So we have earmarked 5 other stations that we are going to plant the equipment. Well, it's still in Accra. The 5 will be in Accra, but after the 5, we'll roll out another 20, which will take us outside Accra. Specifically, we're looking at Kumasi, Cape Coast, looking at Winneba, Sunyani. So we'll put, and for the out of town, we want to focus on the tertiary institutions. We are going to engage people who are already doing laundry and ensure that the service, the convenience service we are offering to people in Community 18 can be extended beyond the borders of Accra.
Type Group marketing member Nanama Mensah indicates the company has a plan in place to train school leavers, among others, who have interest in laundry.
The last part I'm talking about is the training that we'll be providing to SHS leavers, to graduates, to people laundry person, to be able to train them to set up their own laundries or to provide laundry services to their own catchment areas. So they don't necessarily have to be here to learn, but we'll set up a little training school where we'll train them to pick up their skills in theory and in the practical line.
Meanwhile, Head of Convenience and Non-Fuel Retail of Vivo Energy Ghana, Samuel Buakofi says the partnership with Rapid Wash brings home convenience mostly experienced in Europe and Americas.
The needs of customers globally and any business that wants to succeed has to be innovative to respond to these changing needs. Today's launch of the first ever revolutionary outdoor laundry machine at Community 18 service station is another testament to our commitment to continue to innovate and also partner with Ghanaian-owned businesses to grow together with our brand.
Rapid Wash would offer a 25% discount for the month of March as it launches its maiden mobile service.
All right, that's our program tonight. Thanks for watching, everyone. There's more news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. We've got the day's latest stories from over there. Thanks for watching, everyone. We will be back same time tomorrow.